onto the show now, onto the technical front. We are being joined by Dhwani Patel. Hi, very good afternoon, Dhwani. We have been talking about how the IT stocks are making a rebound, and you have picked up the IT major Infosys. Tell us, what are you spotting and which are the next levels to watch out for Infosys?
Good afternoon. First of all, to talk about Infosys, what we see up on a daily chart is that the stock has taken up a bottom support near the 1360 levels, which was an earlier swing low. From that, we are seeing a rebound right now. Current levels are good to enter into Infosys for a target of 1460 right now, and then a stop loss over here that has to be maintained is 1400.
All right, let's shift focus and let's talk about Hero MotoCorp then, and this one is buzzing in trade on back of a change in the management. Hero MotoCorp has said that they've named CFO Niranjan Gupta as the new CEO effective May 1st. The current CEO of the company, Pawan Munjal, will continue as executive chairman and director on the board. Gupta's new role is a part of the succession planning process within the company. Munjal said, this is what Pawan Munjal had said in the statement to the stock exchanges. As you can see on your screen, you have Hero MotoCorp that is gaining about 1.6%. It has hit a 1 week high. But however, this year has not been that a great year for Hero MotoCorp. But today, the stock is actually gaining about 1.7%.
Well, yes, absolutely. But moving on to the next stock in focus, and that is Vedant Fashion, as Motilal Oswal has initiated a coverage on this particular counter where they have given a rating of a buy for a target price of 1400 rupees a piece. They say that it is seen to be connecting to the roots with style, with a pan-India presence of over covering 250 cities with 640 stores. They have established themselves as a strong brand, and what they like is company's design ability with data-driven decision-making, tech-driven supply chain, exclusive vendor ecosystem, and a franchisee-based expansion that have helped scale them their business and achieve superior margins. Now, the company's minimal capex requirement attributed to the franchisee-funded growth and its strong profitability are likely to translate into a healthy cash conversion cycle, and an ROIC of 58% is what they are spotting. And on the back of this news flow and this brokerage report, the stock is holding itself in green.
All right, Dhwani, let's put the spotlight from a large cap IT name to a mid cap IT name, that's LTIMindtree. How are the stars looking for this one?
Is also one story which seems to be growing right now. On a daily chart, if we check over here, the stock has been trending upwards, and we are seeing further up moves coming into the stock. Overall, the bottom that stock made was around 4500 levels, and post which we have seen the follower buying also coming into picture over here. Current levels are good to enter into LTIMindtree for a target of 4970, and over here the stop loss that one needs to maintain is 4635.
Okay, moving on, and Mamakshi, coming to you for the next one from the pharma pack. Sanofi India is in focus. Tell us, what are you picking up?
Well, absolutely, this stock is in focus after Sanofi has initiated a process to turn its consumer healthcare business in India into a listed entity through a demerger, said ET, citing sources. Now, what they're highlighting is that the company is planning to mirror its parent shareholding pattern in the unit and list it separately. The unit's products include anti-allergen brands such as Allegra, Avil, pain management drug Combiflam, and vitamin D brand Depura. Now, this move is seen as a precursor to bigger value unlocking exercise for the company, and in fact, the leading vaccine maker is said to be working with Bank of America on this demerger process. So we have this report that has come in from ET citing sources, and that is the reason why the stock is buzzing in trade today, up nearly 2.5% as we speak.
All right, moving on, Dhwani, Trent, how is this one looking on the charts to you?
So Trent is in focus today for the reason that we've been seeing it trading into a 100-point range in the past few sessions after a gap up that it had given, and this range of 100 points has given a breakout today. So it's a good point to enter into this one right now. Overall, if we see, volumes are a little subdued right now, but on daily charts, the RSI is giving us a positive crossover. So from current level, Trent is on a buy recommendation for a target of 1450 and with a stop loss of 1335, giving us a risk reward of 1:2.
All right, let's shift focus then and let's talk about Nestle India. And this one is in focus in today's trading session. At one point in time, you saw an upwards gain of about 3% coming in for Nestle India, which was the highest intraday gain for the stock in about 5 months. You have Nuvama that has reiterated a buy stance on the company with the target set at around 23,435 rupees per share. They're saying that 2022 marked Nestle's strongest growth in a decade. They've added that the strong performance in rural and out-of-home segments will aid growth. They're also saying there's focus on innovation, launches as well as premiumization to lead the volume-led growth coming in for Nestle. They're also saying that Nestle represents a value-driven approach, and they're saying growth to be powered by demand recovery, rising rural reach, as well as robust e-commerce growth. And that's not the only reason why you have Nestle that is in focus in today's trading session, because today you had also the news that Nestle, global Nestle is eyeing $1 billion deal for Ching's secret owner in India. And on back of that, you have Nestle that is in focus in today's trading session.
Okay, but not just sugar stocks, but other than that, pharma names are also in focus. And Dhwani, you have picked up Dr. Reddy's. The stock is holding itself in green. But what are the next levels to be watched out for?
Dr. Reddy's is good focus on a technical chart right now, for the reason being on overall, if you talk about the pharma index has made a bottom out, and we are trailing upwards over on the same. Daily charts for pharmas are taking a bullish move over here. Dr. Reddy's, again, if we talk about on a weeklies, it's given an ascending triangle breakout for which it's in focus right now. The amount of gains that we are looking up over here are good, where we are coming up at a risk reward of about 1:2.5, and the current level is a good entry point for Dr. Reddy's. The stop loss over here has to be maintained at 4520, with the target over here at 4980.
Okay, now shifting focus to all the auto stocks now, because coming tomorrow we will be seeing all these OEMs posting out their March sales data numbers, and this time around let's tell you what are we expecting. Out of the 4 segments that are being flashing on your screen, the clear outperformer expected this time is the commercial vehicle segment, because of the back of the new RDE norms that will be kicking in from tomorrow. A lot of OEMs have already announced a price hike. So in order to not pay more, all these dealers and customers have initiated a buying in a month gone by, and because of the pre-buying, we have seen commercial vehicle companies posting a gains of in double digits in a month-on-month basis is what we are expecting onto the growth number. Talking of the passenger vehicle segment, we are witnessing a bit of a moderation in terms of the new inquiries. The waiting period is now coming down, and onto the month-on-month basis, we are expecting almost a single-digit growth for all these listed players. Talking of the two-wheeler segment, herein we are expecting a decent set of a growth, because not much recovery is what we have witnessed on the export sales data, but urban recovery was quite steady. And lastly, because of the unseasonal rainfall in the northern and the central parts of India, we are expecting a double-digit growth number for Escorts as well as M&M, but a bit low what we were expecting at the start of the month. So that's the expectation on the auto sales.
All right, so that's what you need to watch out for when the auto companies report their sales numbers. But Dhwani, DLF, a realty major, do you think that this will continue to top the index as well?
Yes, absolutely. What we are seeing overall in today's up move that we have seen on the index, along with it, sector focus has been coming up on the IT, energy and infra is nevertheless also following up in this upward rally over here. So DLF becomes a pick for me over here, for the reason being on charts. If you see the price action, the stock has been taking a constant support level at the bottoms around 340 levels, after which we are seeing that the stock has again taken a support at the same level, and we are trading on the upward side of it. It's a swing trade that one needs to take up from here. For the current level of entry, the stop loss over on the downside has to be maintained at 345 for a target of 380.
Okay, so those are the levels for DLF. But Ashesha, coming to you for the stock number 27, you have picked up BEL. All these defend counters are buzzing, but anything in specific for BEL?
Well, yes, absolutely. All of these counters are buzzing, but BEL is soaring in trade
today. It is higher by nearly 6.5% as we speak, and this is on the back of big order wins. Ministry of Defence has signed 10 contracts worth about 5,500 crore rupees with the company to bolster defence capabilities of the country. The company will be supplying Navy gun fire control system worth about 1,700 crore rupees and weapon locating radar for Indian Army worth about 991 crore rupees. Apart from this, the company has also informed the exchanges just an hour ago that they've received export orders worth $52 million in the month of March alone. They say this includes communication equipment, electronic assemblies, micro modules and mechanical parts for various customers from France, Israel as well as United States. So on the back of this order win and export orders that the company has informed the exchanges about, the stock is gaining in trade today. Remember, it is we are seeing highest gain since 23rd of June 2021, and the stock has also surpassed its 50 and 100-day moving average. The stock as we speak higher by 6%.
All right, that is BEL for you. But Vamakshi, why Star Health in focus?
Focus after the company held a meet recently, and we have some important takeaways coming in from there. Now what they're highlighting is that the new EOM guidelines may put many standalone health insurance companies under pressure. They're also saying that removal of commission limit is opening many new distribution avenues like for public sector banks. They don't expect competition to increase as commission is already higher at 23 to 25%, but what they're expecting is an improvement in ROE of nearly 2 to 3% once the IND AS is implemented. They're expecting to increase the share of banca to nearly 10% from 5% in as seen in the 9 months FY23. Life insurers are being allowed to sell indemnity products and that may not have a significant impact on growth prospects. And most importantly, the company continues to maintain its 93 to 95% combined ratio and 20% premium growth. So largely these were all the factors that the company highlighted in the management meet, and that is why the stock is in focus. As of now, the stock is trading flat, up nearly 0.06% as we speak.
Okay, moving on, and Dhwani, coming to you for your next stock in focus, that is NTPC. Tell us, what are you spotting out here?
So NTPC is been trading into a zone for quite some time now. Recently, we've seen the current swing highs, swing bottoms that we made around 170 was a shortfall, and it suggests that the stock is moving on and upwards on the bullish side. From the current level, one could enter with a 1:1 risk-reward ratio, where the stop loss over here comes at 170 with a target of 180. For NTPC, the 180 level becomes very crucial. Once we cross 180, this stock would go into a further upward trajectory where we would see the new highs coming in, which was 2009 and 10 highs around 200 levels. So one could enter in from the current levels, and on closing above 180 could add further positions into it for a target of 200 as well.
All right, moving on. Ashesha, RHI Magnesita, why is this one in focus?
It is in focus because the board of directors of the company have approved authorizing of proposed issue of equity shares to qualified institutional buyers through an issue that opened yesterday. The base deal size has been fixed at 800 crore rupees with an option to upsize this particular public issue to 900 crore rupees. Indicative issue price stands at 572 rupees per equity share, and HSBC is the sole book runner to this issue. So on the back of this QIP placement that the company has come up with to raise funds, the stock is in focus today, 5.5% higher in trade for RHI Magnesita.
Okay, but another stock from the energy space, Vamakshi, Tata Power, definitely powering up in trade. Tell us, what is the news flow?
Absolutely, Shrishti. The stock is energized in trade, and here's why. Well, Tata Power Solar Systems Limited has received a letter of award worth nearly 1,755 crores. Now, this is in turn to set up nearly 300 megawatts of solar project for NLC India Limited in Rajasthan. Now, with this win, the portfolio for Tata Power Solar Systems Limited touches 11.5 gigawatts, and as on date, the total order book stands at around 17,000 crores. Apart from that, another news flow surrounding this counter is that the board has gone ahead and approved the reappointment of Dr. Praveer Sinha as the CEO and MD of the company for a period of 4 years, starting from May 1st to April 30th, 2027. So largely those were the news flows surrounding Tata Power, and definitely the stock is trading higher in the trading session today, up nearly 3% as you can see as we speak.
All right, that is Tata Power for you. But Dhwani, SBI, how is this one looking on the charts to you? We did have bullish commentary coming in from the management when they spoke to us exclusively on ET Now this morning. But on the charts, how does SBI look to you?
So talking about the technical levels of the company, before that, Bank Nifty, as we're seeing in today's session, we are seeing an upward move coming in on Bank Nifty as well. The next targets for Bank Nifty come at 41,000 level, and nevertheless, the PSU banks would not be left behind, and SBI being the big player over here, the up move over here is expected to continue up to 535 on a short-term basis. Over here, the stop loss that one has to maintain very strictly is of 570.
All right, let's shift focus and let's talk about 361 WAM, which was earlier known as IIFL. This particular counter is actually sulking in otherwise a strong market condition. Right now, it has recovered from the day's lowest point. It is actually recovered very healthily. One point in time, the stock was down about 7.7% in trade. Why was the stock sulking in trade? Because England and Wales High Court had allowed claimants Prashant Hasmukh Manek and others to continue proceedings against the company and its arm altogether. And however, the company, the UK arm, is defending the civil suit brought by claimants in the High Court, claiming damages, alleging that they were led to sell their shares in Hermes tickets at significantly undervalued amount. In February 2022, the claimants had commenced proceedings against the 361 WAM entities. And on back of this news, we saw the stock that was under pressure in today's trading session. But however, it is recovered in trade because the management has said that the order has no material impact on it. So 2% uptick coming in for 361 WAM.
Okay, moving on, and Dhwani, all these life insurance companies have seen a great move since the mid of March, but talking specifically of SBI Life, this particular counter is in focus and on your radar. Tell us, what are you spotting out here?
So SBI Life has been in focus since yesterday for me, because in yesterday's session on a 30-minute chart, if we look up at, we are seeing an RSI divergence with the prices. It's on the positive side, and the stock has been moving upwards since the divergence coming into play. And what I'm looking over here on the charts on a daily as well is that we are looking up at next swing highs being made. Stock is trading now into an upward trajectory on a short-term basis, and this could pan out also on the daily chart. So
Wealth, which is down 2%.